Hello everyone and welcome back to Rocky Ridge Auto. As you can see here, we have the 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali Crew 4x4 and I'm going to show you everything about it. This truck has a sunroof, heated seats, cooled seats, a big screen touchscreen as a display, as well as adaptive cruise control and tons of other features like cameras in the back, cameras in the front, and towing. So let's go ahead and hop inside and check it out. First, of course, you're greeted with keyless entry, and of course you can press the button and go ahead and hop in, as well as you have a side rack that goes ahead and pulls out for a step stool. If we go ahead and hop in and look up on the dash, you'll see that this Denali has 20,000 miles. Then over to the right, you have your big touchscreen display, which you have your display, date, time. If you go ahead and go to home, you can have the climate, settings, Google News, podcast, everything like that. With Google being a key feature to this display, you can go ahead and sign in and access your Google Maps whenever, at any time. Then of course on the screen you have your trailer modes and everything with your trailer with lights, camera, and checklist. And of course with Google you can go ahead and go to navigation and have your Google Maps. Go ahead and sign in and use it. Then you can go ahead and access your music, which for your music you have your regular FM and AM radio, as well as Google, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with Bluetooth audio. And of course you have your Sirius XM. You can easily pair a device through Bluetooth. Then of course when you have the truck in reverse, you have a backup camera with parking assist, as well as multiple camera views for multiple different angles. So your rear view mirror becomes a camera, as well as you have your backup camera and bird's eye view all around the vehicle. With all of that, of course, you have your front view, side views, as well as bed view. So you can go ahead and see in parking spots, your hitch, your bed, in front of you, all around you. Keep yourself safe while parking, or even towing something. And then of course down below is your climate controls, which also pop up onto the screen, and you have your climate control adjustments that you can use up on the screen. And then of course you have your cooled seats for both the driver and passenger, as well as different heated seats for both the driver and passenger. You can have just the back part, or you can have both the back and bottom part of the seat heated. Then down below you of course have your lane keep, parking sensors, auto on and off, as well as bed light or bed release, as well as your hazard lights, traction control on and off, as well as hill assist, and you can actually put down all 4 of the windows in the vehicle by just pressing down on this button. So that nice summer cool breeze, you'll have all 4 of the windows down. Then you can go ahead and use on the door panel your window closers and go ahead and close them up. And of course you have some storage, your gear shifts, as well as your key fob that you can go ahead and use your engine start stop button for to start the car or turn off, as well as you of course have your remote start and tailgate opener. Then of course you have a little place for your key fob and some charging ports. Right here you have some towing features, as well as in the center console you have some storage with a container that can be moved or put in place, as well as 3 different charging ports. A nice plug-in on the right, and as well as 2 plug-ins on the left. Nice and convenient feature, as well as a sunroof. This truck has a nice sunroof, as well as a back window that is able to be opened and closed. You can go ahead and vent the sunroof, as well as open it back up, and you have the opportunity to close or have it open, whatever you like. Now let's take a look up on the steering wheel. On the right hand side, you have your menu buttons, so you can go ahead and adjust things up on the instrumental panel. Now your oil life, engine, anything like that, tire pressure, miles per hour, timer, anything that you would need. Behind the steering wheel, you have your minus and plus for your paddle shifters for that auto manual mode. You also have your hands-free calling and voice commands. On the left-hand side, you have your heated steering wheel as well as your adjustments for your pre-collision alerts. Then of course you have your regular cruise control settings. Then behind the wheel on the right side, you have your volume controls behind, and then on the left-hand side, you have your station controls. Behind the steering wheel completely, you have your trip info and everything like that you can go ahead and adjust on the menu. Then you of course have your drive modes as well as your tow mode. With adjusting your knob, you can go ahead and have your sport, off-road, or normal mode. Then next to that knob, you have your exterior and interior lighting as well as your bed lights, everything like that. Then of course you have your parking brake. On the door panel, like we used earlier, you have your window controls, and then of course you have your mirror controls. You can go ahead and fold them in or fold them out. If you're parking on the street, make sure that the mirrors are safe, nobody runs into them. It's a nice convenient feature by the press of one button. Then of course you have memory seats and your lock and unlock buttons. So the interior of this Denali is a leather material that has adjustable seats for everywhere, as well as nice and comfortable seating for both the driver and passenger that have Denali written on it. It's a nice luxury look, and as well as you have wood finish on the door panels. But I think that's pretty much all I have for up here, so let's go ahead and check out the back of the truck. Back here for the backseat people, don't worry, you still got a luxury back here. You have heated seats for both the left and right hand side, as well as charging ports and adjustable vents. You can go ahead and pull down the middle seat to be an armrest with cup holders. It's a nice and convenient feature, as well as you have 2 cup holders up above the adjustable vents. Then you can go ahead and put it back up when you have more passengers and 3 people back here. And of course, if you ever want any more storage, you can go ahead and store things right under the seats here. You have tools and adjustments to keep it in place, as well as more storage on the other side. Then you can put that down, as well as the back of the seats also have a pull-out on both sides for a little bit of storage in the seat. But I think that's pretty much all I have for back here, so let's go ahead and check out the bed of the truck. Back here you have a nice and clean bed liner, as well as some hooks and things like that to put some ropes, as well as this tailgate has a 2 tailgate feature, so you can go ahead and put down just the first half for a little bit of a desk. So you can go ahead and use it as a stepping stool to go ahead and go into the truck, or you can go ahead and use it as just a little bit of leverage to get into the bed. But overall, I think that's all I have for this 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali Crew 4x4. If you have any questions, feel free to text or call 717-733-8985, or you can always stop in for a visit. We'd love to talk about it. Take it for a test drive. See if you like it. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.